From the Tampa Bay, we buck 'em up when we raise the flag. Fire the cannons and seize the day. The crew's ready, all hands on deck, no parlay. Down in Tampa Bay, we buck 'em up, we buck 'em up, we buck 'em up. Down in Tampa Bay, we buck 'em up, we buck 'em up, we buck 'em up. Down in Tampa Bay.
What is up, Bucs Nation? It is April 18th, 2024. I nailed the date. No, it's not March. I nailed the date. You're watching the Loose Cannons. Those of you who know who we are, hit the like button. And those of you who don't, I am the Sammer Ali. And I'm joined by my extremely esteemed colleague and friend, brother, Poppy Latte. And my much less esteemed, I guess you could call him colleague, definitely not peer, Stank Bastard.
Hey, it's his mock draft night, man. Be a little nicer. It's his day.
I'm
His
going to give
night.
it to him. Don't worry. And then we're joined by a special guest, Dr. Pless of YouTube channel Real Bucs Talk. And Pless is going to be our additional extra draft big brain / analyst / scout as we give Stank Bastard the opportunity tonight to sit in the Buccaneers general manager's big chair and make the decisions. We're going to help him. We're going to do our best to guide him and provide him intel.
Come on. I have a fucking hey, listen. I have a problem with this.
Okay.
Listen. Sammer Ali went all gas, no brakes, no bumpers in the fucking bowling alley, right? No, I'm going on Monday. I'm bringing in fucking Trevor Sikkema then, bro. What kind of bullshit? How come Stank Bastard gets a fucking babysitter? What kind of
You need to chill out. Because Latte, listen, Latte. You need to chill
How's
out.
he get a babysitter?
I had a surprise for you. I was going to have Spytech join us. I mean, you have to ruin it. You got to ruin everything. You can't have nice things, man. Come on. I mean, Stank.
This is awesome.
This is one of the very rare and probably the only time that you're actually going to be in charge of this show.
You have a moment.
Yeah, okay.
God bless us.
Yeah, God bless us all. Yeah.
I'm always in charge of the show.
And so
listen, I have studied countless minutes for this show tonight. Like, you don't even understand how much time I haven't put into preparing for the show tonight. It's gonna be amazing. I don't need Pless. Okay. You'd bring in another person to parent me through this. I'm old. I already know how this goes. Let's just get this fucking thing started.
I'm just a doctor, so what do I know?
Yeah. So for those of you who didn't see the first mock draft we did earlier in the week, basically, since there's 3 of us hosting this show, we decided every one of these mocks, we're going to have one person be the actual general manager and have the final say and the ultimate final decision on each of these picks. And the 3 of us or the 2 of us will do our best to supply them with intel, information, analysis, things that will help them make that decision. But ultimately, it's their call. So I was in charge on Monday. It was Monday, right? Yeah, Monday. And so tonight, like we've said, Stank, you are general manager tonight. You are Mr. Jason Light. Okay, that's some big shoes to fill, some massive britches, if you know what I'm saying, too. And, of course, we got Pless. So you got a little bit of a cheat code, which I know Latte's not happy about.
I think I'm not happy about it. You're under the impression I'm going to take anybody.
But listen, I don't even know how people are watching on YouTube. We got 50 people watching on Twitter, our home, where we love to be. Twitter's our shit. So
where we've cut our teeth. Where we've cut our teeth.
But thank you guys for watching. But those of you that did not get a chance to watch said mock draft, where again, Sammer had no bumper rails, no babysitter, just did it himself like a man.
I'm a grown ass man. That's
his mock draft was he traded down in the first round, got JPJ, Adissa Isaac, Kyrie Jackson, Mason McCormick, Malik Washington, Ben Sinnott, Isaiah Davis, and Donovan James. It's a hell of a fucking draft, Sammer.
I feel like we had
people had context. So this is a competition. We are competitive motherfuckers. And so far, not just because he's the only one that drafted yet, but Sammer's solely in the driver's seat right now. In the driver's seat.
Didn't you and I have a whole lot to do with that? We're the ones who pushed him to
trade.
We
did bully him to get JPJ.
He had an amazing trade that for nothing.
Listen.
He wouldn't have done it.
What kind of a leader would I be if I don't listen to the people that I trust, right? I have you guys here for a reason, right? If I hired you and I don't listen to you,
on your payroll.
Yeah, exactly. I'm wasting money, right? So
wait, you're getting paid?
Well, Latte, moving on.
Never mind. Next question.
What? All right, so Stank, you are the general manager tonight. Plus, before we get started, just as a big brain, as a football guy, as a guy who watches countless hours of tape, like John Gruden type stuff, right? I want you, if you have any advice, to give to Stank before he begins this journey tonight with the 7 rounds in front of him and the 2024 NFL Draft as a Buccaneers general manager. Do you have any words of wisdom, any advice, even if it's just life advice in general? Before you do that, Latte?
I do. I just have one, Pless, and then you if you will, please listen to Pless. That's it.
Okay.
Pless. That is good advice.
That is great advice for Stank.
Yeah, I think you just remember to trust your board and stick to what you think is the best move, but just go with what you feel is best for this team, and remember to stick to your gut, because usually that's correct.
Who's the
fat guys? I like you said gut there. That's a sign, Stank. Fat guys all the way, bro. Fat guys all the way.
Yeah. So let's go over to the draft board. Okay, here we are
on my big board. Let's see. Who's the number 1 ranked fullback?
I don't think there's actually
a fullback
drop down.
Bro.
There isn't a fullback drop down. Actually,
there actually is, and there's nobody there.
Listen, I'm with
Ben
Grizz.
Sinnott with the first pick.
I'm with Grizz here in the chat, and Sammer, I understand you. Plus, I understand now. I ran like 35 mock drafts in a matter of like 15 minutes.
I haven't done any.
It is addicting as hell.
Yeah.
And not one time, Grizz, this hurts my heart, Grizz. Grizz says Newton at 26 or bust. I know Pless agrees, Sammer agrees to a certain extent. But Newton didn't fall to me one fucking time today.
Newton?
I've gotten him countless times.
Newton's a top 10 player. He should go. He should go early, but we'll see.
Is he not sliding Pless because he played on a broken foot, so his numbers are a little bit off?
No, I think it's just this time of year. You're going to see a lot of players move up and down. Now we're seeing, Rakestraw, his stock is starting to go back up because people have watched the tape, and obviously he's a good corner. So there's going to be fluctuation. It's going to happen. And, what do we have? 7 days left. We're a week out. So there's going to be so much chaos in the next couple of days. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Listen, Pless, can this happen? Listen, we have Sammer Ali. We have Samir. Somewhere overseas, right? They're pretty good with graphics. I'm just saying, maybe we drop a gas mask picture on the before the draft, an hour before, of Newton. Maybe there's a gas mask bong. We know somebody that owns a smoke shop, and we just drop a picture. It may be AI or not. I don't know. I can't confirm or deny. And one Warren Sapp made it down to us because of that. Once upon a time. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
True.
I got a story about that. But anyway, listen, let's get this rolling. All right.
Let's get this.
Wait, you have a marijuana and Warren Sapp story?
Stank, let's get this rolling. I may or may not have gotten high with him outside of a certain hotel, maybe in Dallas, one morning.
Confirmed.
And he offered Stank, and Stank said no thanks.
He's a bitch always.
Stank said no thanks. Guy said no thanks to Warren Sapp, but
what are you doing? The Hall of Famer, bro.
All right. All right, Stank. Listen,
Stank. Anyway, let's move on.
You're the boss, okay?
Yeah.
You're the boss tonight.
I'm the boss.
I'm gonna hit start draft, okay?
I feel like the background music for Stank should have been the Magic School Bus. as he's
Oh,
dropping.
by the way, before I forget,
I'm getting a concert tonight.
Wait,
my son
before
is
we
going.
go,
do not
can I
leave. Those of you watching, do not leave this show early tonight because we have a very special Stank Bastard Productions. A new single, a new album dropping.
I'm so proud of this.
Yeah,
I actually
you wanna
produced
hear
the song. Everybody, you have to wait to the end. This is not a joke. Okay, this is serious. This is serious business. I'm quitting my job. I'm starting a new career. I created a piece of art. I mean, there's no other way to listen. Pless had a chance to preview it. Pless.
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah,
It's really
definitely
good. Really good.
stay tuned.
It's really good.
All right.
So, I may or may not be freestyling on it. I don't know. You're going to have to wait until the end of the show, and we're going to feature it for the first time for the world, and then later I'll tweet it out. I'll tweet it out. It's just one of my proudest moments, and that's including giving birth. And
Sammer, it stopped on Twitter, but please hit start because we can't keep people waiting.
Stopped on Twitter.
I mean, whatever
Yeah,
Twitter's
stop on
doing,
Twitter.
it's doing. It's fine. We'll figure it out. Hey, all right, here we go, Stank. The draft is underway, and the Chicago Bears are on the clock.
Come on,
And
Caleb Williams, follow us at 26.
Caleb Williams.
Oh,
So
Yeah.
listen, I'm gonna narrate these picks because we do drop these on audio the next day, so I want people to at least kind of be engaged as to what's going on. So
Okay,
first three
PFF
picks,
is drunk. JJ McCarthy, come on.
hey, that's a good pick.
It could happen.
It could happen. All right,
Maybe
Cardinals
not to the Patriots, but
go Malik Neighbors. Wow. Okay.
Over Marvin Harrison, drunk
Joe
again.
Alt goes to the Chargers. Jaden Daniels is a Giant. Marvin Harrison is a Tennessee Titan.
At
At least,
seven.
he's not a Falcon.
Dallas
Oh,
Turner is a Falcon. Rome Odunze is a Bear.
Brock Bowers. Whoa, they went different. That's always Brock Bowers.
That's a weird pick.
pretty chalk right now.
Stank, you got to tell me if you want me to stop any of these, just in case you're thinking about some sort of.
Unnecessary.
Less, I hate that for my tight end. I have him in Dynasty. That sucks.
So far, everybody's been taken. I didn't want anyways. Not a single one of these players do I want.
We're at pick 17.
All right, Murphy.
Okay, this is where I remove that person's name from my brain because I always get jinxed here.
Graham
And I
Barton
always put myself
to
up.
the Jaguars. Don't like him. Next.
Yeah, that's the guy who's been mocked to the Bucs. So pick 17, he's already off the board for
Good.
Stank.
Didn't want him. Next.
Didn't want him.
This is gonna
I
happen.
don't even know who JC Latham is.
Right, he's
Next.
the big one.
Bo
Oh,
Nix.
Bo
I have
Nix
Bo
again.
Nix.
Hey,
Didn't want him.
hey. that's
Ryan
good.
Thomas.
Here's the big
Oh,
pick right here.
Didn't want him.
Oh,
Jared
please
Verse.
God, please
Look,
God, no.
Jared Verse.
We might
kinda
look
like
out here,
over this.
Stank. I think we might look
Cooper
out.
DeJean would never
We're
drop
good.
him.
I think we're good.
This is it.
Good on what?
Oh,
You got
I
oh,
think we're good. Green
Hey,
Bay's not
Reagan.
gonna do it. I think we're
oh!
That was my pick.
What are you gonna do? What
Stank,
are
you
you gonna do?
see the board.
This
We
is
got
really easy, bitch.
You see
got-
the board.
we got Latu, UCLA available. All right, we got
wow.
Jerzan. Is that how you
Never
say
heard
his
of
name, by the way?
It's Jerzon.
All right, Jerzon Newton,
You
who
can
I
just call him Johnny.
Yeah, Johnny Newton, big fan of this kid. Out of Illinois, defensive tackle. Then you got Amarius Mims as a tackle, Kool-Aid McKinstry as a corner, Jackson Powers Johnson the center, Troy Franklin the wide receiver, and then Peyton Willis the linebacker out of North Carolina State. Stank, listen, you can ask for our opinions now, or you could just make this pick straight up. I mean, you're in charge, so I'm gonna kind of defer to you.
there are
here.
a lot of names I've never heard of. Leloup. No, not him. Can you redo it by like tight ends? Who's the best? Who's the next tight end available?
Yeah, listen,
This guy's going to take Ben Sinnott first overall or 26 overall.
This is
Sanders
just
out of
bad.
Texas.
Dude, Cade Stover. If we had the Cade and Cade connection, that could be a good option. He's ranked 103rd on the board, so it'd be a little bit of a shock.
We're not doing a 3-hour show here, so
All right, now doing a 3-hour show. I'm gonna just pick the next guy. I don't never heard of this guy. Just pick whoever's the top ranked guy, number 10, the Louis Latu. I think that's who I would pick here.
That's a great pick.
You really don't know who this is.
Stop.
You know who Latu is, but
He
right.
said, "Bleh." Plus, this is an interesting scenario, right?
It is.
I know Latu is the pick, and I'm fine with that. Would you second guess this? Would this make you hold your breath for a second if the situation was here? Or do you just run up the pick with Latu and don't even ask questions?
Hell no.
Yeah, I think again, like I said, at the beginning, you have to trust your board, and right now the board fell beautifully for Stank in this decision. So, yeah, I mean, there's also a possibility you could trade back, maybe a few spots, but with Latu, you don't really want to risk, losing out on him. So I think you make the selection of Latu, and it's a home run already for the Buccaneers.
yeah,
100%.
Make the
it's
pick.
Latu. I know that you guys like Jerzon Newton. interior guy next to Vita and Cansey would be ridiculous.
It
But
would.
our depth at pass rusher and outside guys is just not there. We have really no production we can count on. So you take the chance, you take the best pass rusher in this particular instance. It's Latu. Run it up there. Latu's the selection.
Now, pause it
up.
really quick because it is Stank Bastard's draft, right? So I mean, what's to say he doesn't pull a Kevin Costner here and trade back up to 27? I mean, what the fuck? And go get Newton. Go get Newton. Fuck it, Stank.
Cardinals went
as
wide
much as
receiver,
I wouldn't
wide
mind
receiver.
adding an interior guy, I'm not going to get rid of draft capital. We've got holes we need to fill here. I'm going to go ahead and sit pat, and let's just see how it falls to us here towards the middle of the next round, then we'll kind of reassess.
I like it.
Did Newton not go at the next pick?
No,
let's scroll back up a little bit. Cameron.
He didn't go.
It was
He's not going to the first round. There is no way Pless.
Robinson.
Oh, he goes to the Chiefs.
Oh
there
my
you go.
God,
Pair
that's
up with Chris
dirty.
Jones.
That's
dirty.
That is. Oof.
You know, I'm a D-line guy, but I'm happy with the Latu pick.
And that defense was so good last year. Pless adding that guy next to Chris Jones, Jesus.
So, Stank, what are you thinking here for this next pick? Are you trying to get a wide receiver to shore up that side of the ball, or are you still trying to build some of these fat guys that you talk about all the time?
I love fat guys. We also need a corner. I kind of want to see what ends up trickling down towards our pick.
I think you can hold steadfast and get a corner at 89,
Because Jackson Power at 40, who you took in the first round.
Hey, fell that way, and
reach. Anyway,
well, I didn't have Latu or Newton available to me.
That's
Zach
crazy.
Frazier is a Falcon.
Falcons.
The Saints are on the clock. The Saints are on the clock. Who are we gonna fucking hate? Fuck
Ladd
Huntley.
I don't like him
Ladd
anyway.
Huntley.
Fuck that
Really
guy.
good player.
Fuck that
was
guy.
a great pick. I already hate him.
He's
Already
really good.
Stupid
really
ass
good.
Irish name. McConkey.
Ladd McConkey.
TJ Tampa, run on
Tampa.
some corners here, goes to Jacksonville. Mike Sainstra goes
Keon
to
Coleman.
Bengals. Got Keon Coleman as an Eagle. Braden Fisk, Steeler, 51. Jonathan Brooks goes to the LA Rams. Roman Wilson is an Eagle.
Sammer, and I got a bone to pick you really quick while that's going on. You don't put Fisk and Newton in the same sentence ever again, sir.
I just got cooked.
They're not. No, I didn't say.
No, you did. You said Fisk is a freak. It's the same thing in the second round. No, it's not.
No, and it's the same thing in terms of the ability to make the edges look better and the secondary look better because he's so powerful inside and he can play
But he's
any
not
spot. No, he's different than Newton. Actually, he's faster and he can play across any position on that line. So he's actually more of a Swiss Army knife for Todd Bowles. But go watch his tape, man. It speaks for itself. The kid's ridiculous.
Yeah, go with the
his RAS score is off the charts.
Here we go with the RAS score. I feel like you're razzing me every time you say the RAS score, bro.
No, that's a different spelling.
Hey, Latu's RAS score.
Oh, Max Melton. I was hoping he would slide to us, Stank. I got some bad intel, man. I'm sorry. So it's us. We're at 57. All right, let me know how you want me to filter this in terms of the positions you're looking at. You said corner, so I can pull up corner for now. So,
there's the 42-year-old corner from Oregon, baby. He's
Already-
only 42 years old.
I like.
Pless was biting his lip when.
I'd like to know what Pless thinks of
Don't
Andrew
take Kyrie
Phillips.
Jackson.
No. Andrew Phillips. What do you think? Of
Oh,
him?
Andrew Phillips. Yeah, he's good. I like him. Smart player. Instinctive. Knows how to play both zone and man coverage. Good player.
And since I know you don't like Jackson for some reason because it was your last name and you changed it.
I just don't like him because he's been in college since 2017. He had 2 transfers from community college, and then he went to Alabama, got suspended there, then had to transfer to Oregon. So
you're mad at this guy because he wants to be smart? He's bettering himself by going to school longer?
What's wrong with college? Community
well,
college?
it looks like he struggled with school.
Oh no! So now you're calling him dumb.
Like
I mean,
I also
he's
dropped
been in
out of
college
2
for a long
community
time.
colleges.
I mean, and he hasn't played a bunch. He only started last year, and that was his full-time starting. So
now it's his fault that he took
down.
homework seriously and didn't want to waste time on the playing field.
Show me the big board again.
Pless was the one that leaked his Wonderlic score. Now we know.
Now we know. Listen, Stank, I know you said corner, but listen, Renardo Green, I think you might be able to steal him at 89 or trade a little bit higher and maybe steal him up. He might slide down. So you don't have to take corner, but I'm with
What
Pless.
are your thoughts on Green, Pless, on Renardo? Because Sammer seems to be infatuated with the guy in the third.
He's a good press man corner. Yeah, good press man corner.
And he plays zone, though.
I'm not crazy about his size necessarily. But
yeah, he's a little smaller. I actually like I like the kid from Louisville the best. I like Jarvis Brownlee Jr.
All right, Stank.
Scroll down a little bit.
This is the top of the board. Javon Bullard, I like him as a safety out of Georgia. He has familiarity in terms of Todd Bowles knows of
Todd
him.
Bowles. Didn't he come in for a visit as well?
I believe
Plus?
so. Chris Jenkins.
I would go with Christian Haynes. I think that's a good pick right there. Chris Jenkins would be a good pick. He'd be awesome in the interior. He can play any spot along the front, as far as defensive line goes, and
he's
that'd
actually
be a lot of fun.
I heard an interview with him, I think today actually, where he said he's even played as far out as 9 technique. So he's familiar along the defensive line. His dad obviously played in the NFL, coached him up really, really well. He's got a pretty mean spin move that he says he's still working on. So I think that's a really good pick, Stank. But
what receivers are available?
I'm with Pless on that Christian Haynes pick, but that's a big boy there. But wide receiver.
Ooh,
yeah, Malachi Corley would be great.
Oh, Malachi Corley. I want a Buccaneer version of Debo, please.
Yeah, you got Malik Washington that you could also snag.
We already have a Buccaneer version of Debo.
Who's that?
His name's Chris Godwin.
Yeah, you might as well prepare Malachi for when Chris is gone after next year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree with that.
Presumptuous.
And he would plug in as a third receiver.
Being quite presumptuous.
But listen, you still have Malik Washington. You saw he fell to us in our draft at the 3rd spot too. So, Stank, what are we doing here, man? Can't do this all night.
We can go a lot of different directions. I think I'm going to gamble and not go corner here and wait to see what slides to us at our next pick. If you could go back to the full rank.
He wants the full rank.
I like the idea of Christian Haynes. That would do a ton for the interior of our offensive line. Taking a guard in the second, maybe a little bit of a reach. But I love fat guys. What?
Well, I was gonna say you could go that route, but if we look at that rankings of those guys, you have quite a few dudes that you can get much later on that I think come in, and like McCormick, obviously, Christian Mahogany, Trevor Keegan, even. So,
Plus, what's your take on Edrin Cooper?
He's
Early
good.
for him?
Again, he's not a guy that's going to get himself dirty as far as getting into, he's not going to take guys out with his play strength. Play strength has to get a little bit better, but good athlete, good player. When he has an alley, he can, cause havoc, but kind of similar to Devin White in that way where he can't really diagnose and fight his way through traffic, if you know what I'm saying.
No, I do.
Moving on.
I don't really think they're going to prioritize inside linebacker in this draft. I think it's going to be a later pick, if anything, like a day 3 pick. They really like KJ Britt and they like Servassier, so I think they're gonna roll with those guys.
The only way I see them drafting guys if somebody that's just talented as hell high on their board somehow slips.
Yeah. If it's the best player available and it's a no brainer, then absolutely.
Yeah. All right, so Stank, I got wide receivers and interior offensive linemen on the board for you, man. You see Christian Haynes there. He's
as much
higher.
as I want to go fat guy. I'll tell you what, man. Bowles mentioned 2 things in his press conference leading into the combine. One was we needed to get pressure. We couldn't get pressure up front with 4. We hopefully addressed that need with getting Latu, or at least are moving in that direction. And they also mentioned speed. They mentioned speed. I think this guy may not be a speed guy, but he's a multi-tool guy. You mentioned his name already. I'm gonna go Malachi Corley.
Yeah,
I want to get Baker a weapon.
King.
Let's get some offensive juice flowing through this team right now, because we're getting a little bit old on that side of the ball.
All right, Stank.
I think that's a great pick.
He's a Yak King, by the way. He's
phenomenal fucking pick, dude.
He tries to look for physical contact after the catch. He tries to run guys over. I love this pick, man. It's a good pick.
It's a great move also because
when I tweeted out earlier, get ready for the perfect draft. You think I was fucking around?
It's the perfect pick, he said. So Stank made a perfect pick. Why, Pless?
Both of my picks have been perfect so far.
They've been solid for sure. I mean, getting Latu and then Corley, but with Corley, I think it's a good move because with the return game coming back to life in the NFL, like you put a guy like that with the ball in his hands, he can make things happen. That would be a huge asset for
everybody in the chat right now is singing my praises. Kelly says yes. Malcolm says ninth pick. Bud Campbell says, mwah. You blew me a kiss.
He's absolutely, yeah. It's a great pick. Plus, I'm sure you agree. He day one, he's receiver number 3. Not a knock on Trey Palmer. You still use Trey Palmer to do what he does and take the top off the defense. But day one, he's your third wide receiver. I love it. I agree with Stank. We need a little more juice on that side of the ball. And I'm sure Liam can find creative ways to use him. So
dude, not
I'm
only
about it, but this is bullshit the way the board's falling for him. Sam,
yeah, I agree.
Listen, so I got a feeling I'm gonna get fucked.
What's stupid is that PFF ran an update at midnight the night after we did our first mock. So a lot of these rankings are much different on the big board. So things are falling definitely different. No joke. I'm not even saying that as a joke.
No.
But I was gonna say on the Corley pick, the thing that's cool about it is that if you think about the kickoff rules, like you guys are talking about, now the emphasis on the kickoff coverage is going to be more bigger guys at point of attack that can, shed blocks, as opposed to guys who are fast running down the field to tackle guys, because now everyone's lined up and not moving. So now you get a guy who, if he can get squeezed through a block, he's gone. No one's probably going to catch him. On top of that, Liam can scheme him up in multiple ways. Coming out of the backfield as an H-back, coming on the end around, coming in on shallow crossing routes with picks, and he can do so many things with him.
Might we see the wide receiver bubble screen again?
But in a way that works, and we're going to be in more 11 personnel, less people around the line of scrimmage.
Wash the hell out, bro. The hell's going on with your camera?
Whoa, I'm traveling right now.
Damn.
All right, Stank. Renardo Green goes 2 picks earlier than our pick now at 89 to the Dallas Cowboys, and Cooper Beebe goes to the Green Bay Packers, and the Bucs are up, and I feel like we have a number of options here. I'm going to go right to offensive line and corner, just because you mentioned them coming up next. So we have 89 and we have 92 here. Okay.
And my take is McCormick. Give me the fucking fat guy. That's all.
No, you can get him in 92, Latte. Latte, you can get him in 92. We don't have to reach on him
Latte. We're big Jackrabbit podcast, aren't we?
Big Jackrabbit.
Big Jackrabbit fans. I've been following him since I was a wee lad. Since I was young.
Bro, that guy's 300 pounds and has feet like a jackrabbit.
Hey, not only that, have you seen his pads? How he wears his pads?
No, how does he wear his pads?
He wears the Mike Allstott deal, dude. It's huge. He looks like he's from the 1980s. He's a massive human. But Stank and Latte, I love this kid, but we don't have to pick him now. We can get him in 4 picks and he'll be there. So we should take a better option at a different position because he's still going to be there. My opinion.
That's your take the 42-year-old corner that's about to start.
Your opinion, but
Social Security.
I'm the smartest Bucs fan that MK knows. So why would I go with what you're saying, right? You should be right now listening to all my breakdowns, right? And so far, there's a lot of options here. Cedric Van Pran. I like the 3 names. For some reason,
he actually has 4 names. They just couldn't fit it on here. He also has another hyphen after Pran. I believe it's Cedric Van Pran Granger. Yeah, I like Norzad. Yeah. Yes, I like more than that.
I like McCormick.
I like Bortolini. Yeah, that's the guy. Like.
He's getting a lot of pub. He's getting a lot of pub right now.
And Bo Limmer, massive Bo Limmer guy. Bo Limmer actually has the highest explosive grade of anybody in the entire draft, honestly. But
you know what? I get it. Plus, he's old. All right, he's going to be filing for Social Security soon. It's the 3rd round. Okay, this kid. Even if he gives us second round, for sure. If he gives us 2 contracts, 1 good contract, 3rd round, a guy, we talked about it on the last show. He fits as far as size is concerned. He fits exactly what Todd Bowles likes. He's a rangy corner. I don't think he's going to slide to us any later. I think he's probably still the best option from the cornerback position.
If you're going to take safety, I would go Demerson.
What's that?
I said you're still opposed to the Kyrie Jackson pick now?
Me?
He's talking to Pless.
I'm talking to Pless.
Oh, well, I mean, I'm opposed to him at all. I mean, I think he's not going to be on our board, to be honest, just because of the character concerns. Taylor Demerson
doesn't fuck around with that.
Yeah. I mean, Taylor Demerson, I like a lot from Texas Tech. I think he would be cool. He could play in the slot.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, can he play in the slot? That's why I was clicking on.
He can do a lot of different things. Marshawn Lloyd, I think, would be a good pick. But again, running back, probably, I guess we could wait on that. Yeah, but I like him a lot.
Hey, you have 2 trade options there. Don't you want to at least?
Yeah, let's see what people are offering.
I mean, Knicks won 156 and 174. I tell the
no,
Browns and Cowboys to fuck off. Yeah, I really like the Bucs in this spot with the 89 and 92. They can package those picks and move up, or they can keep them and they get 2 really good players in a 5-pick window, which is phenomenal.
Yeah,
Can we
for
see
me, it's
interior defensive line? See if that's available.
Up. You had it.
Ooh, Michael Hall, I would like a lot. I think he's good.
I think we go with some boom and bust potential here. Yep, it's a gamble. He's old. He's had some.
I hate this
questions in with bouncing around different college teams. He's 6'3", 195, and I don't like our depth. And I know you said we picked up Hall, and I don't know anything about the guy. I'll be lying to you.
Bryce Hall is going to be good for us.
Maybe he will be. Maybe he will
could potentially start.
It would make me feel a lot more comfortable to have a guy like Kyrie Jackson giving us some depth options there. And maybe he turns his fucking, maybe we just wasn't a college dude. And he's going to be, a solid pro. So my pick, Kyrie Jackson. We got another pick in a couple picks. So
yeah, Latte. I know Latte wants McCormick, but he's almost every single time he's always there. And so I think it's a good pick. Yeah,
I mean, there's no guarantee.
I forgot we had
here at this round.
We're right
I think
back
McCormick could go second round.
Yeah, we're right back on the clock. Again, I was saying
Mahogany go. Wait, sorry to cut you off, Stank. Did Mahogany even go? No, I mean, look at these options. We got. Oh my God, you could go.
Sam was like, "Oh my God." Sam is the blood flow going?
Yeah, no, this is really good because look, you really could take the best available center here, and then take Keegan or even Zach Zinter later on, or you could wait and take Bortolini or Limmer later on. I like Hunter. out of Penn State. Go ahead, Pless.
No, I was just gonna say the best fit for what the Bucs want to do offensively would be either McCormick, or Bortolini, actually, just because of their movement skills, ability to get outside and zone. So
I like those people.
Both would be good picks.
I like those Penn State, Wisconsin, Michigan type offensive linemen because they run the ball.
The Michigan offensive linemen I kind of try to stay away from just because it's different for them. I'm not a big fan of Keegan. I mean, Zinter I like more than Trevor for sure.
Isn't Zinter coming off the injury though? Or is that Keegan?
I mean, I kind of shy away from their offensive line is just so they work well as a unit. I just don't like them as individuals. I think some of them are kind of overrated, but that's just me.
Stank?
Respect it. Stank, make your pick, bro. You only have.
We're going interior defensive line here.
Defensive line?
What? Offensive line. Plus, Van Pran have center guard flexibility.
I think Van Pran's only a center, to be honest. I think he only plays center.
Stank, something you should know about him. When I've done my research on this kid, he's got a little bit of a unhinged side to him when he's on the field.
Van Pran?
Yeah, he's got a little bit of anger. He's got a little bit of bite your head off. Yeah, he's got some saltiness to him when he's on the field.
I know this wouldn't matter to a lot of people, but
remember what Jason Light likes to do. He likes to ask, is this guy Levante David?
I'm gonna pull a picture of him up because I don't know what he looks like.
He looks phenomenal, by the way.
What a great episode of the current, by the way.
Man,
they'll have good information on Van Pran because obviously Bryce McClendon, or Brian McClendon coming over, and then you have Todd Bowles' son at Georgia. So there's a lot of info on Van Pran.
He fits, man. I'm telling you, he fits. I think he's a solid pick here, but
he's strictly a center though.
Correct. You have a guard issue.
You take McCormick or Mahogany in it, that upgrades left guard immediately.
McCormick makes the most sense, to be honest. I mean, he already plays left guard. He doesn't have to switch from right guard to left.
And he slides right in day one. And like I said, you have all these other centers that probably are going to be available to us. And even at the worst case scenario,
fucking jackrabbit.
I've made my selection.
Dylan McMahon could even fall to us later on. So
we started off this portion of the segment talking about how we're big jackrabbit guys. I'd be lying to myself, first of all, and really disappointing all those Jackrabbit fans that follow us just because we're big Jackrabbit fans. It's going to be Mason McCormick. Okay. He does wear the all-star neck roll. Or if you look at the guy, I thought it was Ali Marpet without the locks first.
He looks
small, he looks cool guy. You know Jason Light already got a boner for this kid.
Easy. Hey, so Malcolm Harvey in the chat says we've been having luck with smaller school linemen, and then crying emoji. I'm not sure what he means there. Like Like you think the luck? It's not luck. Like one time is 2 times. Man, look, they pretty much hit on a lot of their small school guys. Like
I think he's crying tears of joy.
It's not.
I
just
hope
that.
it's tears of joy. I hope it's tears of joy because yeah.
It's not just that, Latte. Remember, Jason Light played offensive line. Yeah. Jason Light made his bones about the offensive line when he was with the Patriots. Okay, he's the guy who found Logan Mankins. He's the guy who did a lot of that scouting for the Patriots for years and years and years. And so he comes over here. I don't think I can remember a bad offensive lineman pick as general manager of the Bucs. I could be mistaken.
You and I had a conversation earlier. A lot of people don't know this. Our third emergency center is Jason Light.
Yeah. People don't know that.
People don't know that he's the only GM in the league that has the ability to suit up in emergency situations.
There's
so
an actual draft going on right now. We're not.
I mean,
there's some centers going here. Got some centers leaving the board.
Davis in the 3rd round.
Christian Mahogany's a Jet.
Is Ricky Pearsall still available?
No. Tanner.
Bortolini.
Wow, we just lost Bortolini.
Bortolini is gone.
Brandon Rice, wide receiver at USC. Jerry Rice's kid. I really wanted him. He's gone. We're coming up though. And
Caucus 49ers. Don't
the
do
49ers take Tyke Smith, Georgia safety. I liked him. I don't know if I liked him more than
Egan's still available.
So now we are on the clock again.
Estime would be a great
we're at
pick.
125. I mean, I'm with Pless there. You got to take Estime here, in my opinion.
Let's see what's
I
left
feel about running backs
at center or interior.
Yeah, I'm doing that right now. Latte, if you watch his tape, you are gonna fall in love with him.
I saw him. He looks like Brandon Jacobs.
He's LeGarrette Blount, Brandon Jacobs, and Leonard Fournette merged into one, and he's a short yardage monster.
Perfect. It's gonna kill my fantasy value, my dynasty fantasy value with Rashad, but no big deal. Be fine.
It's one of those 3rd and 1 type guys. I don't know if they're going to want to take away touchdowns from Rashad, but you never know. So, Stank, here's the thing you got to consider here, man. I don't know how many mocks you've actually done. We're at 125. Our next pick is not until 220, okay?
Second one, actually.
Okay, well, so our next pick is not until 220. Best center available on the board right now is Bo Limmer out of Arkansas, who I really, 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 really like because he's fast and strong and he's got the explosion. Not many guys left on the board down until.
I would also see if we could maybe trade down a little bit and maybe pick up a 5th rounder.
Interior D lineman.
Oh, no trade offers.
Oh, no trade offers. Okay, never mind.
That's the other thing. I was gonna say if you take Limmer, it's a reach at this spot, but maybe you move down and you get another pick and give up some of these lower picks that we have, or you go with.
I mean, to be honest, guys, it's not a necessary to pick a center. I mean, I think honestly, if you have McCormick in there at left guard, they would be fine rolling with Hainsey for another year.
No, we know for a fact, Pless, that they would be fine.
I might have heard that before.
Yeah,
we know for a fact.
Heard that.
And if you fix the 2 sides next to him, I think that he has an easier job.
Yeah, Cody Mock's going to get better, I think, and you already added 2 free agents and offensive line that they're confident in. I mean, I think just finding that left guard solution, that's really what they're going to focus on.
So, Pless,
what's the book on Trevonde Sweat?
Yeah, is that the kid that's supposed to be
lazy?
Is he the kid that got caught with the DUI last week?
Yeah, DUI. He likes to party.
And Wingo.
And what about Braylon Allen, Wisconsin kid?
I like Estime better. I think he's a better pick. Allen is good. I mean, he's got some shiftiness to him, but Estime was the best runner, one of the best top runners against loaded boxes, through the season. Just knows how to navigate traffic, and
he knows how to blast through a loaded box. Stank. That's a big deal on this podcast. You know that.
Blast through the hole.
Yeah,
so right through the hole.
Kid's got 6.4 yards per carry average. Okay, he's got 1,341 yards on 209 attempts. 18 touchdowns. I mean,
he improved every season.
892 of his 1,341 were yards after contact. That's 9th in the fucking country, dude. I mean,
hey, wait, Sam, because underrated, right? Stat: 17 targets, 17 catches.
Yeah,
I mean,
not.
I'm not saying he's Rashad White, but
he's
fuck,
definitely not.
17 targets, 17 catches,
142 yards. I don't think they used him in that manner, so it's not. I don't know if that's a knock on him more than just maybe the usage. But
dump offs.
Yeah, look at
his. You know what? When he comes off the field, what I'm saying is that it doesn't show our hand. Like, oh, he's just only here for short yardage. He can go out for a little flat.
Every one of his grades, all 5 of them, are in the 90th percentile and up. So
Sammer, show me just interior linemen and edge rushers again.
Stank said, "Fuck your running back. This is my draft."
I mean, it's fine. Just interior edge and D line.
Yeah, interior and edge.
I mean, listen, Sweat, I think, is a talented kid, but like Pless said, he's got some character issues at this spot in the draft. I don't know if
I like Kamara.
that could be
Kamara would
outweighed.
nice.
But Muhammad Kamara being there, another edge guy you could bring in, nice rotation. JTS might be on his way out. Gabriel Murphy's still there from UCLA. I don't know if you want to grab two edges from the same school in the same draft there, but
Add safety to that real quick, Sam.
Christopher Counts says, "Is Pless really a doctor? Just curious?" Question mark.
yeah, see those things behind him right there on the wall?
Those are certificates of his doctorate and all that stuff. I don't know what kind of medicine he practices, but he is a doctor for sure.
I've definitely seen him.
Cole Bishop intriguing.
I've definitely seen him medicated, and I've seen him also selling medicine. I mean, prescribing medicine. Stank. Listen, this is the board, man.
Yeah, I know. It's slim pickings. We have really no draft or trade down prospects. So I'm just gonna go back to the D line again. You guys seem to like Muhammad Kamara. Don't really like that last name at all. That's a huge knock. Honestly, it's the biggest knock on the board.
Phenomenal
Cole
first
Bishop.
name though.
It is, but this
I like Cole Bishop too.
that's what I asked you. What's your feeling on Cole Bishop?
Oh, he's great. He would be. I think Todd Bowles would like him a lot just because of his ability to play so many different spots. He could play free safety, strong safety, slot defender. Knows how to blitz already. So I like.
He brought Jordan Whitehead back on a 1
What do you
year.
do with Whitehead then? Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? It doesn't matter.
Well, you like to rotate your safeties. I mean, you can have, Bishop come in and do different things. You have Whitehead play in the box more, use him as an extra linebacker. There's so many, options that you have, and it would be good to have, at least 3 capable safeties back there.
I mean, technically, you also have Isian, who's playing safety and nickel. And if you just drafted this Kyrie Jackson kid, I don't know how it pans out, but you might end up moving McCollum to nickel / safety on top.
He did play safety in the Eagles game.
And he played pretty well, I thought, at different times throughout the season at the end there. So I'm not, I think that might be a little bit overkill at that point. That's my opinion. I'm not.
For me, Stank, I think it would come down to Kamara at edge, Cole Bishop, and then Estime at running back.
Yeah, I can't. Estime is
But
much higher.
I also like the kid out of Louisville at running back. I don't know if he's still available. Grindo, I think is his name. Don't know if he's still there.
I don't see
Doesn't
him.
look like it. Oh, there he is.
No,
Isaac.
he's still here. And
He's good.
Yeah, he's kind of in this.
Oh man, it's tough, man. I'm a former D-line coach. I'm gonna go back to my roots here. I'm gonna take I get it. You said he's lazy. He just got arrested for DUI. He seems like the type of guy that they're talking about every round, and he's just keeps falling and falling and falling. Is he gonna be a problem off the field?
I mean, here in the 4th round,
366 pounds.
It'd be worth the risk.
Yeah,
Stank.
he's 366 pounds. Put a guy like that, next to a Vita Vea and a Cansey, and man, I think he's worth the risk. Worth the risk to me. I'm gonna go with the gigantic.
I'm just gonna add one thing before you make this pick. He grades ridiculously high too, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
he's got
yeah.
26 hurries. Mistake me if I'm
He's
correct.
good.
Mistake me.
I think the
Or
reason
correct me
he's
if I'm
here-
mistaken. Pless, was he not going to be a first round talent before the DUI?
I don't think he was going to be first round. I think he was definitely locked into the 2nd round for sure. 3rd round at the latest. But to get him at 125, I think I agree with Stank. It would be worth the risk. And you just hope with the locker room that the Buccaneers have, which we have a very strong one, they can, obviously mold this guy into what he needs to be. And if Jason Light, approves this, I would not hate it at all.
Stank, that's
Run
your
it up
pick.
there. That's the pick.
Let's do it. I agree with that pick. I like that. I just think there's too much there. If you can guide him, keep him out of trouble, it's worth
Look
that.
I mean, the potential's
A lot of leadership in that locker room.
right.
We do a
The
recap of my
potential's through
draft,
the roof.
Just to show how I'm just destroying right now.
Haven't moved. So we got Latu at 26. Okay, we hold steady at 57 when we get Malachi Corley.
I did that. I got Latu at 26. Me.
Okay, I mean, yeah, okay. And then we stayed at 89. We got Kyrie Jackson,
All that way.
corner, and we end up at 92 with Mason McCormick, the guard out of South Dakota State. And then we're down at 125. We get to Vondre Sweat, which I think would be a steal at this spot. Thank God for the DUI. People weren't injured, so don't get on me.
Yeah, I used to listen to Key Sweat a lot as a kid. And you need sometimes you need a little sweat. You just need to bring a little sweat to set the mood.
So now we got quite a ways, almost 100 picks till we get to our pick, Stank. You want me to continue the slow, steady drain, or are you thinking you're going to trade up, or just let this thing go a little bit quicker?
Turbo.
All right,
turbo. I didn't even know there was a turbo option. Hit the fucking turbo button.
Bucs fans are fucking savage, bro. Supply and demand says, yep, Tampa Police Department doesn't care about DUIs.
Oh, we don't.
Late, I never see cops. Fuck it, draft them, I guess. Like
I didn't say any of that. I didn't say draft him and let him drink. No. I hope he doesn't drink at all.
So say there's leadership in the locker room.
If I'm Jason Light, I'm hiring him a driver, and I'm just taking it out of his paycheck, all right? And that's his job.
Can you imagine an NFL team like, TPD doesn't really care about DUIs. Draft the fucking kid.
Yeah, kid, listen, have a drink every night. We don't give a fuck.
Don't care.
All right?
Don't give a fuck. Just show up on Sundays.
We'll make sure they know who you are, all right? Don't worry about that. All right, Stank.
Is it I mean, there's a guy named Jace.
Yeah,
right there. He's the top ranked guy. Your best friend's named Jace. Tell me a little bit more about this guy. I don't know anything about him.
I like him. I think he would be a good compliment to Rashad, but he Pless probably knows a little bit more. He wasn't like the starter or anything for Alabama. He was just
reserve running back. And has good power to his game.
Yeah, that's the only reason I like him is he could be a good short yardage changeup type of guy.
Yeah, good north and south runner.
There's only one person on this panel who's best friends with the general manager, and that's one said Sam Raleigh.
Jace,
right?
that's why it's the only reason to pique my curiosity.
So Dave in the chat here in the chat, Sammer, I need you to pay attention because you're the only one who's best friends with Jace. I'm not. I'm friends with him. I'm not best friends. And while Stank is gloating here, and he did get Latu, which fell in his lap. I mean. Yeah.
No, bro.
Even a dum-dum finds a rock every now and then.
I'm a good general manager.
Fell in his lap, Sammer. So as you're grading these, Sammer, as you're putting together this graphic, you have to let people know that he fell in his lap.
I'm going to write under in parentheses, fell in lap.
But while we're putting together this grade and everybody talking in the chat, Dave makes an interesting point. Says Stank drafted 2 questionable character guys. Light wouldn't do that. Sammer? 2. Not 1, 2.
They meet with these kids. They figure out, they talk to them and they get a good understanding, a good feeling, I feel like, of what these guys are and who they are. And we've had questionable guys drafted. We've had questionable guys that we've signed. We just signed a questionable kid as an edge rusher. I think at that spot, you don't take him in the first round with the question marks around his character, but at that spot, you take that. I'm curious who the other questionable guy is he's referring to. Who's
Harry Jackson, bro? Harry Jackson.
Get at. He only has questionable. That's a news story from Pless. Pless hates his last name. Okay, for literally no reason. He's mad at him that he wanted to focus on school and be in college. Then he doesn't like the fact that he went to a community college and not Yale. I mean,
I don't think they're gonna like his tape, to be honest.
Oh, let's go, Pless. Put your dick on the tape.
Okay, fine. So that's a valid point.
It's just inconsistent.
I like his body. I think
it's only 1 year of production.
I think he fits what Todd likes physically. I don't know if his tape translates or not.
But you don't need tall corners in this defense. It's not, we're looking for 6'4" guys like Zion McCollum. But the difference with Zion is he's super athletic and, has a lot of good ability.
But in that spot, did you not think that was a decent pick in that spot? We really couldn't get any other corner.
In the third round? I mean, I think in the third round it's okay. He just wouldn't be on my board because, again, going to be 25 before the season starts. Even Mason McCormick, I know Mason's going to be an older rookie. He's going to be 24. And I get that. That's going to be a lot of cases with a lot of guys in this draft because, again, of COVID and everything. But still, if you're going to draft a guy that, as far as age goes, he better be damn good on the field. And I just didn't see it with Kyrie Jackson.
Well, I think two parts of that. I think you have a chance to not have to rush him onto the field, and so maybe you can groom him a little bit, let him grow into that
development,
role.
Yeah.
And then second, in that spot, I think it was one of those we don't have a corner, and I felt like you kind of have to reach sometimes and just take a guy and hopefully find someone you can mold. So I understood that pick there. Right. I can see if you say they don't like him, they don't like him. At that point, you just. But we did sign 2 corners. We have Izzian, so I could see the logic in not drafting a corner at all if you don't get the right guy in the first 2 rounds. So
it feels a little bit personal.
I'm gonna knock this pick even more.
It feels a little personal. Come on,
Feels
man.
a little personal.
Let it out. What
Who's the kid? Who's the kid he just drafted? Sammer from Texas.
Devontae Sweat.
Devontae Sweat. Yeah,
He's
yeah,
what?
right. So Grizz makes a good point here because this is the hard hitting facts that people tune into the show for. And he says, listen, as far as him with the DUIs and the off the field stuff, Sammer, is it a concern that 4 hours away is Miami? And Grizz makes a great point. You can't turn down a Diddy party. Interesting. Is this kid gonna end up at a Diddy party, bro? Drunk and just it's not cool.
No, he's not.
Gotta be careful here.
He's not talented. He's not actually Keith Sweat. So the
he's,
singing.
He's 366, bro.
OBJ was at a Diddy party, bro. It's not just singer musicians.
OBJ have you seen OBJ? OBJ's a model. Okay, OBJ's got talent outside of football. This kid Sweat, he does two things. He plays ball and he sweats. That's about it.
That's
Sam,
it. Okay,
you got a crush on OBJ, bro?
a little bit.
He's a nice looking man.
He's not a bad looking guy. He's got a good jawline, man.
Nice looking man.
It's all about the jawline.
There's nothing wrong with saying there's other handsome men out there.
Nothing wrong with that. Sammer's a handsome man. Look at that beard. There's nothing wrong with saying
I'm beautiful, so I therefore can recognize
Speaking of beards,
beauty.
I don't want to bring this up earlier, but do me and Pless have the best two beards on the show today?
No.
Look at fucking Pless's beard, dude. That thing is nice.
But Pless's beard is on. Pless, you got to come by. Let me manicure that for you. Put it in the game.
I appreciate that. I probably
Sharp
need
lines.
it. I'm letting it go
Pless
rough
looks
right
like
now.
he's been in the Alps with one of those pickaxes.
Yeah, no, but he's been watching tape. He's been grinding tape. That's a
I've
guy.
been,
grinding the
no
tape
sleep
beard.
over here.
Yeah, that's a tape beard. He's got tape beard.
Yep.
Like that.
I'm trimming it
Stay.
after the draft.
Can you make the fucking pick here? We're like
We haven't
the
even
draft is
I'll
over.
just make the pick. I have no idea. Show me real quick. Go back. Show me some more fat guys, and sprinkle in there. Just
How
sprinkle in.
many defensive linemen are
How
you going to
many
draft?
fucking fat guys do you want, bro? What the fuck's going on here?
It's all fat guys.
Sprinkle in a wide receiver or two. Let me see.
This is the board, the big board as it sits. Okay.
Yeah, I need to prioritize here.
There are no wide receivers outside of this Cephas kid out of I don't know what the fuck that school is, honestly.
But you don't know
The
Utah
UTSA.
Tech,
Yeah, the
Summer
Roadrunners.
Academy?
All right. I think he's a fast motherfucker. I don't know if it's a pick you'd make here. It's a little rich there, I think, but it's come on, Stank. You got Frank Gore Jr. still on the board here. I think he's going to be a good player. As a depth piece. You got Tanner McLaughlin. We haven't done anything with the tight end position yet in this draft.
What's available at tight end? Yeah.
I think we should have probably thought about.
Yeah, we should have.
Nobody here that's gonna light the world on fire. Yeah, so you could take a reach on a Tanner McLaughlin. I feel like
he's more of a move tight end. He
yeah.
he can play in the slot. He can do some different things there.
So it's 220 and 246. Stank.
Brown says we talked about the beard, and Crown says Pless looks like he makes a mean batch of moonshine.
What's funny is Stank actually drinks that consistently. So come on, Stank, let's go, man. We're at an hour here. Come on.
Yeah, come on, bro.
What,
It's
you
pick
act like
220.
I have ran my card up each time. As soon as I see the name, I know it already, and then I let you guys just talk.
What do you
about
think?
it. Like,
What do you think?
matters.
What do you think of Carson Steele?
It's Jace McClellan, bro. I want a Jace in the locker room. You know what? I need the kid. I don't care if he's the 10th string running back at Alabama. I like the kid. Draft him. Boom.
He's short. He's stubby. He's got that build to him. I like it.
5'11". He's got the build. He's thick.
Again, trust your board.
You went in turbo mode. I like it. Turbo fucking mode. Let's go.
Oh, we lost Dylan
again
McMahon
already.
Yeah,
This is
the last pick. You got
We're at kickers.
Yeah, you got Devin Leary, quarterback out of Kentucky. Could be a good practice squad guy you pick up. This is also kind of usually your top ranked undrafted free agent is usually this pick at this point. So we also got the kid out of I think he's still here. That kid out of
DeMar Glaze would actually be good.
not LSU, out of USF.
Oh, Donovan Jennings.
Yeah, and then I think there's one other kid on here.
I would go with Glaze if you want to tackle.
This kid out of Howard. People keep DMing me about him, saying he's special. Andrew Rame, center out of Oklahoma.
I don't believe it.
Glaze. I like a guy named Glaze almost anytime. You can get a guy named Glaze.
He'd be
that's a win.
good.
So you got a guy named Frank Crum. Sounds like a 1975 football player.
That's a steak special right there.
Yeah, he's from Wyoming. He's a cowboy.
And he's 6'7" too.
Stank. This kid is
He played
6'7", 6'7", 315 pounds. All right.
And he's fast. He ran a good 40.
His name is Frank Crum. All right. He wears brown and yellow, and he's a Wyoming cowboy. I mean, this guy screams leather helmet. This guy screams leather helmet. No pads. I think he played 2 games without cleats. They said.
Wayne Poole keeps, and other people have asked linebacker. We don't think they're going to address linebacker, guys. Just letting you know.
We can see if there's a
You can
high-end
see,
linebacker.
but they like Servassier, which everybody keeps talking about. Brit. It's not just Brit. They like Servassier.
Jordan McGee there, by chance? Doesn't look like it.
He's gone.
He's gone. Okay.
Hey,
Yeah.
it stank. There's a center out of Florida.
Yeah. Kingsley's he's not a bad player, but actually the center that they have now on the team now is going to be really good.
Drake Nugent. No, stop.
I'm kidding, dude.
It's basically
Nugent is too small.
Yeah, I mean,
I would go with Glaze.
Crum. You got this linebacker out of Texas who's 6'3", 242, but I don't believe he's any good. He's got a terrible rush grade, even worse coverage grade. That doesn't sound like somebody you're wasting time on there. And plus, if you get a big guy here, you got someone that could play special teams at point of attack, like we talked about earlier, because now the kickoff is much different. So Frank Crum.
Somebody in the chat said take Dankwa. Anybody with the last name Dank?
Yes, this is what I'm saying. This is the kid out of Howard that people were telling me he's a project, but he said it could be pretty good, but pretty bad.
What's his size?
He's a big boy, dude. He's 6'8", 362.
God,
oh wow!
He's not fitting in most cars.
Jesus,
you might have to take him just because of that.
Yeah,
for real.
Me and another guy were talking on Twitter, and he was saying this guy's definitely rocking an Eddie Bauer just to be able to fit. Like, yeah, he's definitely not in a Corolla. So it's Frank Crum, a guy named Glaze, and this dude Aneem Dankwa, who I believe is not even from America.
I just want to see Dank go head to head with Vita. I know he'd get destroyed, but just the mass.
That would be fun.
Like 1,000 pounds of man just going at each other.
You ever see?
If we have...
Go ahead.
Buzz.
No, I was just gonna say if we have Sweat and Vita Vea now, I mean that's just gonna be that's gonna be a lot of meat there.
No offense to Vita Vea, but I've never seen him lose a Crum. So I mean, Frank Crum going head to head, that's gonna be. Just saying. And hey, listen, the other thing on Dankwa, he's going to Howard, so you know he's got a big brain, right? Not everybody just gets in there. So Stank, I think we've narrowed this down for you, man. It's either Crum, 1975 football player, leather helmet, no cleats, no pads, Delmer Glaze, or a guy named Aneem Dankwa.
We're gonna take Trey Knox by then South Carolina.
Bud Cannabis missing a great point too, and it rhymes with stank. At this point, like with your short bus, like those kind of things matter.
Pull them up.
Dank and stank, like peas in the pod.
You want tight end?
Trey Knox, tight end, South Carolina.
Okay.
Pless, do you know anything about this kid?
I do not, to be honest with you. I have not gotten that far. I haven't really looked at tight end because K-Don is tight end one for me always.
Looks like he's a receiving type. Nothing crazy numbers wise.
He is tall as fuck though. Holy
he's
shit.
tall. He's decently sized. I don't know what his 40 is. Again, this is
7th round pick. You can't go
stop
wrong
trying to change his mind. It's his pick. He made the pick already.
That's what you want, Stank?
Make the pick.
No, I'm taking Trey Knox.
All right, that's your pick.
Good draft, Stank.
Solid draft, Stank.
And let's see what our grades are here.
Not gonna be better than Samers. Not gonna be better than Samers. A+.
Already, I got a C.
All right, solid A.
Got a solid.
Yeah, wait. Samer got an A-. It is better than Samers.
That they gave you a massive C there. They thought you should have taken Sanders, a tight end out of Texas. But again, this is that's
Sanders
that's
would
based
be
on
fun.
I mean,
look at that plus Kyrie Jackson A-.
Everybody watching.
They gave that because of the value, and again, it's a good pick.
They knew I was going to get an A. I told you I was going to hit it out of the park. I don't give a fuck what PFF thinks. Fuck you, PFF. All right. It was a perfect draft in every way. I hit all of our needs. We don't even really need any UDFAs. I've got it covered.
No, you're going to get them. You're going to definitely
take the week off.
He almost stroked out there. He's like, you.
I would be super happy with that draft. I mean, obviously, Latu is the leader of the class, and that's
oh my god.
Yeah,
crazy,
him and McCormick.
Crazy, I got an A- for that Kyrie Jackson pick.
Sammer, I would legitimately I would legitimately walk away from this draft happy just with Latu, Corley, and McCormick. I don't give a fuck about Jackson. Like, I'm happy with those three. I'd be happy as fuck.
Yeah, but you getting Sweat where you got Sweat. That's a steal, man. Honestly, especially if you can keep.
I mean, I got
clean.
A corner, I got an edge, I got an interior defensive lineman, I got a guard, I got a halfback, a tight end, and a receiver.
I would bet
it's just like the perfect charcuterie
I would bet that if you get Sweat, considering he just got in trouble and he messed up a lot of his value in this draft, he's gonna be on his best behavior naturally. But then have him drop, get him in the 4th round. Now you get him trying to behave and also with a chip on his shoulder. I think you get that's a good deal, man. That's a good deal. I think you can keep him. I think you can keep him straight. So I'm not. Yeah, Stank, you did a good job. It fell really nicely for you. I'll give you
better
that.
than yours for sure. And now Latte, you have the opportunity to get the A+. You know, I love you, dude. I don't have a whole lot of faith that you're gonna beat me. I'm gonna end up winning, just like I predicted at the beginning, because
it's not even a competition, but okay.
Oh, was it competition before?
It's a competition. What the fuck you talking about?
It was a competition before. Hey, he started off by saying it was competition.
I'm a little annoyed that I
make a beautiful graphic to post on fucking Twitter for people to just look at it and be like, oh, it's pretty.
It was more or less to get people's reactions, but I am a little annoyed that ended up being they ran an update that same night at midnight. So whatever.
Monday night, me and you are going back to back. We're gonna go rapid fire Sam Ali draft after my draft.
Wait, he gets to draft a second time?
Rapid fire. Fire.
It's a much different board.
It's the update. Pless will tell you. You vouch for it. It is kind of bullshit.
They ran an update, and that's why I got an A-, and Stank was.
I'm happy with my draft too. By the way,
got an A.
But I was a better leader because I allowed you guys to sway me and convince me to make picks that were best for the team. Because
not only am I an A, I'm a top 45%.
Bro, you know what? The screen is up. Go back to the sliders. You put it on dumb sliders, bro. I want to know how the fuck Newton and Latu made it to this motherfucker. How is that even possible?
Hey, I've been running mocks. Been running mocks for the last 48 hours, and I've had a Newton option almost every single time, man.
But Newton and Latu, that's insane, bro.
No, not Bose.
That's how good of a GM I am, bro. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, Latu being there at 26 is definitely not out of the question.
Those sliders are.
It can definitely happen.
What I'm saying is both. Not one or the other could make it, of course. But
yeah.
Both.
Well, both. I mean, both is possible. And even with Jack,
good, dude.
I can tell you for a fact. I guarantee JPJ will be there at 26. I can guarantee you that.
All the work that I put in before the draft with misinformation, I made sure that they were both there for me, so I could just be like.
I'm telling you, if JPJ is there at 26 and if JPJ there at 57, they will not take him.
Hey, Sammer.
That's just my opinion.
Sammer, say I'm better. Say I did better than you.
You know what's funny? On the graphic right now,
don't change the subject. Say it.
Your face is right next to Newton's massive tummy. I want you to turn your right.
That's your type, huh?
And just take a big old whiff. Just take a big old whiff.
Turn your right.
Take a big old whiff to your right. Turn your right and just take a big old whiff. Just smell them up. There you go. Look at that. Pless, let people know how they can listen to you and watch you break down film.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Wait, excuse me. Are we not going to drop my single? Well, like we teased it at the beginning.
We will. But I want Pless to get his plug in because he's doing good. He's doing phenomenal work. He's breaking down players. I believe you've done a Newton video. Have you not?
Yeah.
Okay.
That came out today.
Yeah. So the more you guys want to know about some of these guys we've been talking about, Pless has done the hard work in taking slides. Okay. He put slides together. He's taped together old film. He's working in one of those rooms that's all red. I mean, let him know, Pless.
Yeah, if you guys haven't, be sure to check out Real Bucs Talk. Go on YouTube and hit that subscribe button. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button. We need the likes, help out the Loose Cannons as well. And much appreciate to them for bringing me back on and enjoy the madness that is the Loose Cannons. But it's awesome.
Hell yeah. You want to come back and be one of Poppy Latte's
if he wants me on there, yeah, absolutely. I'll be back on.
Well, I mean, Latte's he's all about crushes, okay? He falls in love with every.
I'll tell you what, Poppy, though, we are not taking Kyra Jackson.
Well, I'm from the few, and I know that you probably won't agree with me, but I don't think corner's as high as of a need as people think. Inside,
take a corner in the first round, but
I agree with you, Poppy.
People may not like that, Pless, but that is reality, right?
I don't think they need to take a corner, to be honest. I think they have what they need. You know, I think interior defensive lineman is a higher need than corner, and I think that is definitely going to be a top 100 pick for them.
No, it's a bigger need in the corner because you need that pass rush to make your corners good to begin.
Exactly.
So I do agree with that, but I don't like our depth at corner. I'm not.
I mean, depth can be better everywhere.
Guy, I never really have been. I like him as a person. He's a cool motherfucker. I can tell you that. But
At the end of the day, Stank, though, the guys that we sign in free agency allow Jace to make a move in any one of these directions and not have to reach and maybe be happy with what he has, even just with the guys on the roster outside of guard, obviously.
Yeah.
People are sleeping on the kid we got from the Jets, bro.
Bryce Hall is good.
And they
perfect fit. Perfect
they like
fit for our
Izzy.
defense.
Izzy made the fucking team as an undrafted free agent. Did he have a rough rookie year in the second half? Yes, he did. But he started off good. And listen,
fucking
the same
rush. None.
The best corners have hit that wall. Go ahead, Latte.
Oh, no, I'm just saying, like, they like Izzy, whether people like them or not. In the second half, he had a rough half, whatever. But Todd, you talk about Jason and how he makes his bones in offensive line. Todd develops secondary guy. That's what he does. That's what he played. That's what he loves to do, right? Before Todd got here, Pless, correct me if I'm wrong, Whitehead wasn't we weren't yearning for Whitehead that we were bringing back. Oh my God, he's incredible. Mike Edwards wasn't that great. Carlton Davis, Dean, all those guys were kind of like, not horrible, but not what they were when we won the Super Bowl, right? He likes to develop these guys. That's what he does. McCollum, his rookie year, people were like, get him the fuck out of here. And then last year he was, leaps and bounds better for one of his rookie year. Do people think that happened on accident? That's fucking Todd and the staff. So they believe in these young guys, and people can fucking cry until the cows come home, like Pless said. They like their guys in the building, and they're not going to reach for a guy. That's all I'm saying, Stank.
Bringing,
and you can't fix every fucking need every goddamn offseason. You can't.
I agree.
So take the best player available and move on.
I agree.
That's not Kyrie Jackson. It's not.
Same.
Could have taken Ronaldo or Green over him too if you really wanted to at that spot. But what are you gonna say, Stank?
Did you leak my video? Because Bud Cannibal says Stank featuring Antonio Brown, stank toes and dirty toilet seats.
I did not know, but we are going to end this show with one of the greatest songs that I've ever heard, and a song that honestly I'm very proud of. I heard it; it made me smile, made me very proud. And
I produced this with no help from anyone. Yeah.
Stank is my really slow child at times, and I've sometimes he makes something that's worthy of getting on the fridge.
How do we listen to this? If you're gonna,
you should have listened to it prior. I'm sorry.
I sent it to you hours ago.
Yeah, you should. You know what? Maybe
anytime I get a video of my nephew singing, I stop everything I'm doing. So I pulled over the interstate the other day to hear him sing. But I drop a single, a diss track, and you didn't even listen to it.
Sad.
I did not.
You're gonna listen to it after this, Latte, but we're gonna play it for you guys out there, and you guys need to listen to these lyrics because they mean a lot. This is a great song. All right, here we go.
This song was inspired by my good friend and clean butthole enthusiast, Samer.
This is
bye-bye, poop, come on, love. Bye-bye, poop, I'll never see you again. Wash my ass with a hose, butthole clean as a gem. I just keep wiping and the shit don't stop. Wipe after wipe, still poop on my sock. When behold, I look down, and what do I see? A bidet with a hose made to wash my ass clean. Bye-bye, poop, I'll never see you again. Wash my ass with a hose, butthole clean as a gem. Bye-bye, poop, I'll never see you again. Spraying water on my hole, I don't want it to end. Bye-bye, poop, not a skid mark in sight. Asshole all clean, fresh, shiny, and bright. Another stank bastard production.